So after that, we do not go by this argument, trust us. Let us make an agreement, then we will report back to you. After the defense agreement, in the case of the nuclear agreement, we are not prepared for this government to say, trust us. After the Hyde Act, they say, trust us, we will do the 123 agreement. After the 123 agreement, they say, trust us, let us go to the safeguards agreement, and so on and so forth. No. The left parties have taken a clear stand that you should not proceed further to the next steps. Now the question comes, what can be done now? I am not going into all the other matters which have been discussed here. I fully endorse what Comrade Bardhan said, that this is not a matter of the left parties. This is not some agenda for the left parties. This committee which has organized this convention, the Committee for an Independent Foreign Policy, this committee was formed by some of us on the dais on when India voted against Iran on the nuclear issue at the International Atomic Energy Agency in September 2005, 2 months after the Indo-US joint agreement in July. At that time, we conducted a campaign saying, here is a major departure from our independent foreign policy. And this is a result of this joint statement made with the United States when Prime Minister Manmohan Singh went to Washington. I recall at that time, Shri Amar Singh and I addressed some meetings. He used to say that we represent 100 members in the Lok Sabha, the parties which are campaigning. The government should take note of this. Today the situation has changed. The same committee, when it has convened this convention against this nuclear deal, the majority in Parliament is with us, and the government is in the minority. At that time we were 100. Now we are a majority in Parliament. And if the government still decides to ignore the voice of Parliament and the voice of the people, it will have to pay the consequences. I am clear about that. And therefore, I fully endorse what Shri V.P. Singh said at the outset. We have little time. There is a committee set up between the UPA leaders and the left leaders. Yes, we will try to put our point of view across, try to make them understand what are not only our objections for a wide spectrum of public opinion, ranging from the scientists to those who are concerned about foreign policy, concerned about our strategic autonomy, concerned about the question of energy security, all these issues, yes, we will discuss. But nobody is going to be able to convince us that the Hyde Act has no role, no effect on this bilateral agreement. I know they put very eminent lawyers on from their side, but this is not a matter to be argued in a court of law. So we'll make that effort. We owe it to the country to see that on such a major issue, we should try to convince the government, which has disregarded Parliament, not to go ahead. Today in the Lok Sabha, there should have been a debate on this issue, the 10th, and there should have been a debate in the Rajya Sabha. It did not happen. It was unfortunate. I think the Bharatiya Janata Party has done a great disservice to this country by not allowing a debate, because that debate would have clearly shown what we are saying, that Parliament majority is not for this agreement. Here this convention is a poor substitute for the debate in Parliament. But I think what has been discussed today in this convention, much of it would have been reflected in the discussions in the Lok Sabha and the Raj Sabha if it had been held. So now the Parliament has been adjourned sine die today. There is no further scope for us to take it in the parliamentary forum, given the time frame. Because the government wants to do this in a hurry. There is an agreement, I think, or a commitment with the Bush administration about the timetable for this agreement to be operationalized. As far as we are concerned, we are not bound by any timetable set by President Bush. And therefore, an important step to be taken now is to go to the people. Go to the people in a big way. Not just on the nuclear issue, because as many others have pointed out today, this nuclear issue is part of an overall strategic alliance with America. And as part of that alliance, many things are happening and going to happen in our country. It is not only nuclear reactors which are going to come, Walmart is coming. We are having to bear the brunt of many economic policies which have been dictated from Washington. Our farmers, our workers, our small shopkeepers, traders, ordinary people are going to be under attack. Their livelihoods are going to be under attack. So, leaders of the political parties here have a major responsibility, of course, but we would like to see that all those who can contribute to enlightening our people, educating our people about the dangers of this nuclear agreement and the perils of the strategic alliance with the United States. We should all work together. I think we have a few weeks to go to the people. Just a few days ago, Comrade Bhagat and I were on a jatra for 5 days. That is, he was there from one side and I was there from the southern side. Our experience was that if we take this issue to the people, explain the ramifications, the people understand and the people respond. So, we should be able to launch this big nationwide campaign against the nuclear deal and the strategic alliance with the United States and its economic consequences and its effects on the people and their livelihood. I hope that this convention could provide that impetus for this campaign, and all of us should be able to work together to see that this deal does not go ahead. Thank you very much.